Services presents Kired, Know Your Architect/Designer.
So I'm architect and interior designer Tushar Mistry. I am principal and designer and founder of Tushar Mistry Design Studio. My journey starts before 20 years now, starting with AR and Associates, then Sankalpan Architects, then architect Reza Kabul, and now me, myself. So yeah, we deal into various sectors of interior design and architecture, hospitality, retail, commercial, residential, show flats, CECs, clinics, hospitals, whatever comes under dome of interior architecture. And yeah, we're successfully running in the race with everyone, somewhere forward, somewhere backward, but so far the journey is good.
From your 10th, when you started off, you had a clarity of you want to do interior designing, which was a very early age, to today, what is that your education journey has been, and how education has played a major role in terms of molding things?
When I completed, I was in 10th, that's where I had to decide whether I have to go for science, commerce or arts.
Perfect.
Because I was an artist by heart.
Okay.
So I might have opted for a commercial arts or fine arts.
Correct.
But then something triggered and I took science.
What was that something that you took science?
Just because just wanted to do architecture. It fascinated me. Multiplexes were coming that point of time.
Okay.
So the real estate was really in boom, and the cities of Gujarat that point of time, they were really going through a renaissance.
Which year we are speaking?
So I
about
wanted to bring a renaissance types. That okay, fine. I want to get the
Just to put a age stamp on this, what year we are discussing this?
my masters I completed in 2000. So you work the reverse. way.
Perfect. All right. So I think 5-7 years.
Whatever,
before that.
5-7 years before that. So from there, then I had opted for science, which I went to from Surat. I was in Bardoli. So Bardoli is known for its satyagraha. First successful satyagraha of the world was Bardoli satyagraha, run by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Correct.
So from there, I went to Vadodara. Vadodara, I studied for 1 year, that is 11th. I could not survive there because of the extreme climates.
Okay.
So I came back to Navsari. There I completed my 12th in science.
Okay.
Then I again wanted to go to MS University. That was a dream. Every good architect that point of time was from MS University.
Okay.
When you talk of Hafiz Contractor or Reza Kabul or anybody whom you idolized that point of time, they were all product of either Sir J.J. School of Architecture, Mumbai,
Correct.
or MS University. So applied for that also, and then CEPT also came up. That this is also a very good university. So I applied for both, and I got cleared both the entrance test in both the colleges.
Okay.
So CEPT had its own different because MS University is government
Correct.
and CEPT is semi-government, you can say. So so the journey was just went through the flow. That okay, there was no pre-notions thinking that I'll become this, but yeah, I wanted to get the renaissance. फिर वो opportunity मिली Australia, Sydney. There's 2 years there, scholarship, everything went off. And I came back and I understood that interiors, if I want to do per se, you have to go in depth, because in architecture you don't go in depth of interiors. It's overall one of the curriculum that you go through. So then I did diploma in interiors from LS Raheja School of Architecture, 2 years. That was part-time course. And Alhad Raje was my professor, whom I call my mentor.
How does a service impacts your project? Very important, because we are into service industry. A lot of people feel that we are into building material industry or architecture interior. In terms of your project, because you get deadlines also, right? Diwali pe hamare ko, there's a house opening on Diwali. How does your vendors support? You know there's a forge behind you, and then that one person is taking it, because you have an army behind you who's taking care of things. How do you pick and choose that army? This is what I want to understand.
So over the period of time, you build people like you guys who are our army. Basically, if I can do everything alone, I could be God. It requires your studio support. It requires your vendor support, your carpenter support, your Begari support, who is actually just have no intelligence to work on any skill set. But his skill set is also very important to take things and just throw and dump somewhere. a sweeper, housekeeping, everybody. So as I earlier said, we need all kind of people to make this world happen. When it comes to the vendor colony or vendor support system, loyalty, very important thing, and money. So what money can do in this world, nothing else can do. When it comes to, because you are dealing with a commercial project.
Correct.
Commerce itself is the word.
Correct.
So if that give and take relationship is good, if you are not cheating out with them, if you are supporting them in the issues which arrives out of the blue, which you have not envisaged, so it's again a partnership, not on paper but on a moral grounds. It's always a partnership where you don't delay their payments, they don't delay your deliveries. एक दो बार जब होता है तो that is tolerable. If it becomes a pattern, then you get a name tag. We tell our clients also the same thing. We don't want credits. We don't want to give credits. We don't want to take credits.
Okay.
That is how we are functioning. Rather, we don't do your job. There is a certain payment system that has to come. We give a reasoning, a logical explanation to the whole thing. Still you are not convinced, then we are not a right people and you are not right people for us. So if you have to get it done in so much of time frame, if I satisfy my vendor paying him 70% advance, at the night 4 o'clock, if I want a tile, they'll open their warehouse and send it to me. I share that relationship with them.
Correct.
And I will do it once in a blue moon.
Yeah, even
If I make a pattern,
Yeah.
शेर आया तो शेर कुछ नहीं होगा. If your vendor से मेरे को तो 48 hours लगेंगे, 72 hours लगेंगे, तुम क्या ही कर लोगे? But at the same point of time, when you call and your vendor says that अभी मैं 2 घंटे में भेजता हूँ, that is your win. And that is why client will prefer you. That is why end user will prefer you by saying इनकी service अच्छी है. When a frontline warrior gains all benefits and praises, bullets are also first on their chest. So we take that bullets, we secure our vendor list, then when they have to come in the front and take bullets, they should. So it's a give and take relationship. It's commercial. Everything is commercial. You keep them happy commercially. There will be time when you have to support yourself, your system, if there is something wrong. If some payment is stuck and you know that this guy is genuinely stuck हुआ होगा. And we have vendors who have supported us for years, 2 years also. Because we don't mix up project money. If it has come for this, it will be given for this, and we don't keep it only to us. आया दूसरे दिन distribute कर दिया.
If your design studio had a theme song, what would it be?
So we have a travel anthem.
Okay, and
You are someone. So there is a song from Gangubai,
okay.
Shikayat.
yeah.
So we went for a office trip.
Yeah.
We have taken for offset the entire team. After every 2 songs, we used to play that song, and it became kind of an anthem. So once a day or twice a day, it is played in the studio like an anthem, and we give utter respect.
Your dream collaboration that you want to do in the design fraternity, living or dead is fine, but your dream collaboration, you want to collaborate someone in the design fraternity and you want to, or the architectural fraternity.
I just missed the bus. Zaid.
Okay.
She's not there. I don't think anybody else I can think of to collaborate.
If you were not a designer or an architect, what would your profession be?
Chef.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
It's equally creative, and I think it's more sufficing, and think that you can experiment on yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need a guinea pig.
Do you cook?
I cook
Your favorite dish that you cook?
fish, any seafood.
Yeah, all right.
Interesting.
I'm good at reds, not greens, but not I'm bad at it. But I'm very proud that I can make pulkas.
Okay.
That's one thing that people don't know.
I'll tag it as Tushar Mistry can make pulkas. Podcast ka editing hoga.
And really like the fluffy
ones.
And the fluffy ones.
How you see Luxe Surfaces as a brand from your eyes?
A brand which is promised to cater. I mean, it has that attitude when I spoke of it, not because we are doing this podcast with you. And we share that relationship much before that. But I see that promising battalion that is going to support us or any of the designers who wants to work with you. So that attitude is there, and that is what counts for me.
So basically, for you, the right kind of attitude with the people.
Not that these products are not available with someone else. Why will I
It's
come
about
to
the
Lux?
product,
It's about
it's the
people.
people.
It's about the people. It's always about the people. It's always about whom you are working with. Are they in their mind correct people? Will they cater you at times when you want? Will they support you in the delivery schedules? Will they go out of the way and do things for you? Will you be able to do out of the way? You want, as an individual, I would want to go out of the way and do things for you. That is also a question. You will support me. Will I be able to reciprocate with you? That liking has to be established between two people. I think that is there, and you guys are out in market with correct attitude. You are here not to make your mark. हम ये कर देंगे वो कर देंगे. You are here to do business. You're not loudly talking and shouting and howling about it. that हमारे से तो अच्छा कोई है नहीं. हम जो देंगे वो कोई दे नहीं सकता. All of that is not there. I see that peace, that rest in your mind that okay, we are there, we are here to do business. We'll do good business, and that's the correct attitude, and that's what I see your future.
How you see the display center, how it defines Lux as this display center versus others in the same fraternity or even in other interior products like maybe furniture. How do you look at us in that terms?
So my first impression was the space. You have given enough of room for your product to be appreciated. That was, I think, when I complimented you for that. That at a distance I can see, because these are the slabs which are big size slabs. And they needs to be seen from a distance. From near it is very intimidating. But the real beauty, that eight stroke paintings, 2-stroke paintings, that depth can only happen only when you see at a distance. You have not filled it up like a grocery shop. You have kept it like a jewelry shop. That's the comparison between rest of them. That they wanted to fit. First of all, premises is big. It has sense of अच्छा यहाँ पे भी space है, अच्छा वहाँ पे भी space है. So whoever has created this space have kept that sense of suspense. It is not throughout like just gone in and it is there. Everything you can just over glance and go. There are pockets which are designed for that. There is something here, there is something there. So it sustains your interest of a walk of at least 7 to 8 minutes that you will do. If you don't even select something, just move around. So that is the, win of a design where you have tried to create that and you have achieved it.
Credit to Manish Dixit, sir.
Yeah, credit to Manish, sir.
Thank you.
So that was the whole ideology of our brand, was to showcase only surfaces and not doing any kind of khichdi, and to showcase what we have the strength of at a larger sense with displaying with such a big display center, and to give a idea to each individual, not only to the architect, because architect can see one particular small piece also and design it, visualize it, and think of it where it can be used. But for the end customer, I feel how it will look, having different applications was our main motive, and not to cluster too much, like how you said, it's not grocery store. So that was the whole intention of bringing such a big display center in the town, and having good products was a backing, like how you have your team as your core. That is the way we have our brands as our core, which supports us with good product, with good quality, and to cater to the market. So thank you again, once again, for
Thank you so much, Tushar, sir.
joining us.
Yeah.
It was lovely, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
I think we have always had conversations like these, and we were just discussing behind the camera. But it is always lovely,
We
because
should
I've
just
told
put
this-
cameras otherwise, and whenever we meet for some selections or something, record. That's only a podcast.
No, it's always
I
positive.
think it was
meeting you.
quite easy and quite. I mean, it then felt like we are in the camera. It is a normal conversation. It was good. Great. Good job.
Thank you
boys.
so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
I loved it.
Thank you, sir.